I'm doing the second part of the lesson I did on Monday. I was going to do them together, and then I decided, wow, that's way too long. So on Monday, we did a lesson on long vowels, and the vowel was A, and we did silent E, magic E. And today, we're going to read a book to practice that skill. Okay, so let's look at our two new sight words. The two new sight words are find and there. Now we can't sound this out because if we tried, it would be f-ind. It would be a short I sound, and it's not. It's a long I sound without the silent E. It's just find. And then this one is there. It looks like the word the, but it's there. Now there are actually three kinds of there. There's like there is their house. There's also they're going to the park. That's they are. And this one is like, I live over there. Okay. The book is there. Right? Find and there. Right? And they're both blue words. Boy, we only have 2 weeks of school left, and I really want to get all these lessons done so we can get through all the sight words. All right, we are going to read this book, this Nat Geo book. It's called Look Up. Both of those are sight words. Look was one of the first sight words we learned in kindergarten. And up. I'm going to bring the book over here to the desk. And I'll put our two sight words here, there, and find. And I always like to look at the back. Now this is the first book on the back of here, but you get kind of a sneak peek at some of the other books we're going to read in the next 2 weeks. And again, I do like to go for a little picture walk. Okay. Yeah, and you see the kids on the title page, they're looking up at the sky. Oh, there's a man with a walking stick. And there are children, and they're looking up at the sky. What do you think they're looking at? Yeah, those clouds. They're looking at the clouds. Now the picture walk, we're not going to even look at the words. We're just going to kind of predict what the story is going to be about. There they are. They're all pointing, aren't they? Why do you think they're pointing at those clouds? You think they see things in the clouds? Does that look like anything to you? Or that? Ah, there they are. They're pointing at the sky again. And same thing. The man's talking to them. I wonder if he's asking them what they see when they're looking at the clouds. I think we're getting a pretty good idea of what this book is going to be about. When we look at the last page, this is pretty exciting. It's showing us that our two new sight words are find and there, and it's showing us we're not working on just a letter this week. We're working on words that have long A and silent E, like the word cake. Over here it says spell the word gate. Try it. This is magnetic letters. You would sound out G, A, T. And to get the A to say its name, you put the silent E on it. It says change gate to game. Oh, how would you do that, boys and girls? If we wanted to say game, we'd say g-aim. So instead, we take the T away with the magnetic letters and we put an M there, game. It says make more long vowel words. So you could get your magnetic letters and make long vowel words like we did when we did the lesson on Monday. Okay, we're going to go read the book. So I'll look up. Of course, this is the title page. And I am going to hold the book up here. And the first time through, we're just going to read it for fun. Dave, look up there. What can you find up there? I see a man up there. Can you find him? Okay. So they are looking up and they say this one here looks like a man. I agree. That's what I thought it was. Yes, there he is with a big cape find a cage. Ah, so they see the man, and it looks like he's wearing a big cape, which is kind of like a coat without sleeves. It just wraps around your neck. And they're saying, can you see a gate? Does that look like a gate, boys and girls? Yeah, it does, doesn't it? I see the cage and a gate. Can you see the gate? Nate? I see the cage and a gate. Can you see the gate, Nate? Okay, so this is what they're saying looks like a cage, and then this part is the gate, because that's the part that opens, right? They're seeing all sorts of things in the clouds, aren't they? I see it. Find an ape up there. An ape? Are they talking about this one? That looks like an ape. Find a cake up there. It looks like a big cake. Do you see a cake? Oh, kind of looks like a cupcake with a candle on it. It really does look like a cake, doesn't it? Oh, this is fun. I like this book. All right. Look, the ape ate the cake. It is fun to look up. So here's the ape. It just ate a big bite of cake. Okay, I really like that story. Have you guys ever done that, boys and girls? Go sit outside and look at the clouds? I bet you have. All right, we're going to read it again. We're going to talk about the words a little bit more. All right, Dave, look up there. So first of all, Dave, you have to know the silent E word to to read that word. Otherwise, you'd be saying dab, dabba. Okay, the magic E or silent E makes the A say its name. Dave, look up there. Ah, we're using our sight word, our blue word, there. What can you find up there? So look at, we got the word find and the word there. Put them right here. I see a man up there. Here's the word there again. Can you find him? Here's the word find. Turn the page. Yes, there he is with a big cape. Find a cage. Okay, so look, boys and girls, we've got our sight word we've got there. The reason it's a capital letter here is because there's a period after yes. They answer the question, yes. We see the things in the clouds. So it's because there's a period, we start the next sentence with a capital letter. So there with a capital T, he is with a big, now look, if I cover up that E, this word would be app. The silent E makes the A say its name. So instead of a short A sound, it's going to be ape, cape. Find, here's our sight word. This time it starts with a capital letter because there was a period. So we start the new sentence with a capital. Find a cage. Okay, that G makes a J sound in this word, but it's not age, it's age with a silent E and a long A sound. These books are getting harder. Like I said, we never used to do long vowels in kindergarten, just the last few years. So this is more of a first grade skill. I see here's cage again. Cage and there's a silent E. So we know the A is going to say its name. It's not going to be at, it's going to be ate. I see a cage and a gate. Can you see the gate, Nate? Hey, we have a Nathan in our room, and I think sometimes his friends or his family might call him Nate. That's kind of a nickname for Nathan. But look, without that E, it would be Nat, short for Nathaniel. But the silent E makes the A say its name. It turns Nat into Nate. So there's lots of skills in this book. I see it. Find an ape up there. So we start out with our new sight word, find. And ape, look, if that didn't have the silent E on it, it would be app. The magic E makes the A say its name. It turns app into ape. Find an ape up there. Now we have our other new sight word, our blue word, there. Find a cake up there. We've got the word find. It starts with a capital because it's the first word of the sentence. Cake. We've got the silent E rule. Silent E makes the A say its name. It's not cack, it's cake. Up there. Here's the word there. It looks, one of our sight words, like sight word a, b, ig, and here's cake again. All right, so we're kind of dissecting the pages and the words. And sometimes you do have to do this when you read it. But boys and girls, you know what? When you read it like this and you're figuring out the words, it's good to do that a couple of times. And then you want to just keep reading it, because with more practice, you can read it and not have to stop so much to figure out the words. Here's the word look with a exclamation mark. The ape ate the cake. It is fun to look up. Okay, so we've got some long A words. Ape, ate, silent E. Cake, a long A and a silent E. It is fun to look up. Okay, I'm gonna go back and I'm going to just hold the camera and I'm gonna have you guys read this. You can read it to yourself. You can practice it. You can read it to mom and dad or whoever is at your house. I'll give you a minute. If I didn't give you long enough, boys and girls, you can press pause or you can just go back and try it again. All right, that was page 3. And the last page. Okay. All right, good job. I do want to do one more thing. I want to practice those sight words, so I've got my big whiteboard. You can use whiteboard. You can use a piece of paper. I'm going to put my sight words here. And it would be fun to use some long A words. Sorry about that. All right, I'm going to take the paper that I did on Monday and see if I can make some sentences. All right. How about this one? Can, I'm going to use a capital. Can you? Y-O-U spells you and M-E spells me. Now we're going to use the word find. Find. Now I forgot my stick today, so I'm going to put 2 fingers here, 2 fingers here. Find. Find. Can you find the T-H-E, you guys know the, and then I'm going to say the tape. Now you could be talking about the Scotch tape or a videotape. Can you find the tape? Now since I asked a question, I'm not going to put a period here. I'm going to put a question mark. So I am going to start, it's kind of a backward C with a line going down. Okay, let's go back and let's check it. I forgot to put my 5-star writing here, but I remember what the stars are. Did we start with a capital letter? Yes, that gives me 1 star. Did we put spaces between our words? Yes, I used my 2-finger space. That gives me a second star. Did I end my sentence with punctuation? I sure did. That gives me a 3rd star. Do you think I used nice, neat writing? I think I did. I tried my very best. That gives me a 4th star. And the last star is, let's read it. Here, I want to get rid of this glare, so let me put this to sleep here. Oh, that didn't help. All right, we're going to read it and make sure it makes sense. Can you find the tape? It makes sense. If we left out the word the, it would say, can you find tape? And that wouldn't make sense. What if we left out the word find? Can you the tape? That doesn't make sense. What if we left out the word you? Can find the tape? So if you leave a word out, it's not going to make sense. That's why it's really, really important to read your sentences. Okay, now I want to use the word there. And I would love to use another of our long A words. So guess what we're going to use? We're going to use the word Jane. How about this one? I'm going to put 2-finger space because I don't have my stick here. C, everyone knows C. That was one of the first words we learned, huh? I and C we learned those way back, I think, in September. I see Jane now because her name, it's her name, so we're going to start with a capital J. Remember, this would be Jan. Okay, to make the A say its name, we put a silent E. I see Jane over, we can sound this one out, over, E-R. And I'm going to run out of room. I have my 2 fingers, but then I don't have room to write Jane, so there. So I see Jane over there. And now I can look up here. T-H-E-R-E. And I should be able to remember that. I start with T-H-E. This would be the. And then I put a R-E. I see Jane over there. Maybe we were looking for her. I'm going to put an exclamation mark. And we're going to check and see if we get all 5 stars. Did I start with a capital letter? Yes, I did. 1 star. Did I end with punctuation? Yes, I did. 2 stars. Did I put space between my words? Yes, I did. That's my 3rd star. Did I use nice, neat writing? Here, I'm going to, there. I think I did my best. That's the 4th star. And let's read it and make sure it makes sense. I see Jane over there. I got 5 stars on both of my sentences. Oops, forgot to put that 5th star right there. Okay, nice job. I hope that you try to write those sentences. Boys and girls, you don't have to write my sentences. I'd like you to use the sight words, find and there, but you can make up your own sentences if you want to. And remember, I love it when you take a picture of your work and send it to me. Okay? All right. Bye.